Hey guys, this is Jessie. I am so excited to share with you this app that I just created called Voluntell. Essentially, it's an app that will connect volunteers with opportunities to help their favorite causes. So people can add their event, they can share their experiences. It's really supposed to be a fun way so that people can volunteer, help good causes, and then also inspire other people with their stories and make people feel a little connected. So I kind of thought of this idea through a lot of my own experiences. I love volunteering, and this past weekend I was actually volunteering with the Humane Society, and I was logging my hours, and I really didn't like their system, like the website and app that they used for logging hours, and it made me start to think about volunteering, and it made me kind of want to simplify things, make it really simple so that if someone was going to volunteer, they can find opportunities. And honestly, one of my biggest struggles is I want to help, but I often don't know how. So I think this is a really great way to kind of help people figure out how they can help other people. So that's the background story. So let me try to get into explaining what's going on. So I will explain the background of how this works, and then I will show you all of that fun stuff in action. So first of all, I have my application all underneath voluntell-sinatra-app. I have my controllers, my models, my views, and my database. So I first started with setting up my database. I created the volunteers, so that's like the users that would come in. Volunteers have a username, email, password, and the digest is supposed to make it, more secure. I created opportunities. So for an opportunity, they have an event name, a date, time, description, and then a volunteer ID, so they can belong to volunteers. I created success stories, so this is kind of the story aspect of it. For this, I have author, content, and volunteer ID. And then adding a cause to opportunities, I started thinking after I had created the first component that I wanted causes to be part of the opportunity so that you could search through the things you're passionate about. So this is where I added a column for opportunities. It was a cause. And then I added titles to success stories because I thought that was actually something I had missed. So I had the column success stories title. So that's kind of the background and my schema, all these tables. So I migrated those, and then I have my controllers. I started with my application controller. I kind of just did the basics here, if you can tell. The only thing that I thought is really interesting is the helpers, but I think that's pretty standard for most things, is determining whether someone's logged in, and then determining the current user, which is really helpful with my other controllers. So that's pretty important to have there. So, because I don't really want someone who's not logged in or doesn't have an account able to create or edit content. Volunteers controller. This one kind of works through their signups, their logins. So this would just kind of go to the page to get to that page. This posts that information, and this was kind of fun to work out here, so that when someone signs in, if they don't fill it out, if they leave it blank, a message will come up and say please fill out all fields. If the email isn't valid, then it asks them to enter a valid email, and then if the username's taken, it'll tell them it's taken, try something else. And then, hopefully if everything's good, then it'll create a volunteer, and then start a session so it logs them in right after. And to show you these helper methods that I included there, I have them on the very bottom here, which is user taken and valid email. So there, I really wanted to make sure that every username was unique, and also that they actually were giving me a valid email. So that was my helper methods there. For logging in, it will check to see if they're logged in with the helper methods from the application controller. If they are logged in, they go to the opportunities. If not, they are redirected to the login page. Same with being posted, it kind of authenticates it, and then logs them in. And then that's the log out. So clearing the session and letting them know that they've successfully logged out. Okay. Going through the opportunities controller, This will show that main page of opportunities, everything that's there. So it'll kind of give them all the opportunities. They can search, so that's the search feature. Oh, and ignore my little notes here, I was trying to make sure everything worked. This one will show the new page, so if you want to create a new opportunity, it redirects you to that view. For this one, it's after they've created the opportunity gets posted. So creating a new opportunity, adding it to a user's opportunities, and then letting them know, hey, everything worked out fine. Another interesting thing to note is I do have specific logged in features whenever they need to prove they've been logged in. So this one will edit, well actually this will be the reading function for an opportunity, and then this will be the editing function. Then this posts the edit, so anytime you've updated, it'll let you know that you've successfully updated. And then this allows you to delete it. So let's say you didn't like it anymore, or wanted to change it, or whatever the case, you can delete your opportunity. And this is pretty similar to what I ended up doing for success stories. I have them all the same kind of things, being able to see the home page of it, add a new one, post it with all the different parameters, read the ID of one of them, edit anything in particular. That's posting the edit, deleting the story. Okay, so I think that goes over all the controllers. Just really quickly, I'll go through the models. I have the opportunity models, which belongs to a volunteer, and then this allows me to search for the specific cause. My success stories, which also belong to volunteer, and then volunteers, they have many opportunities, and they have many success stories, and they also have a secure password. So now just kind of going a quick run through the views. We have a quick little layout here. Most of this is pretty standard for a Sinatra application. I have the welcome page. This kind of just redirects them to either sign up or log in. So once they sign up, they have here, ask them to sign in and start volunteering. It's a form for all the parameters, and then if they're already a member, it says to log in. So the login view would be this. Here's the form for logging in, showing the username and password, and then also a link to the sign up if they are not already a member. We have an index for all volunteers, just in case that's ever necessary to see all the volunteers available, or showing the homepage of a specific volunteer, which will show all the opportunities they've created and all the stories they've written, along with some links to edit their profile or check out all of the opportunities. They can also edit their profile here, and we'll show their email, password. Those are the things they can change. I decided to not allow them to change their username, but the others, let's say their email changes or they want to change their password, that's fine there. Okay, so let's go to opportunities. For the opportunities, I have the main index, which will show them all the different opportunities that we have on our site. There's also a form for searching by a specific cause, show here, and more links, showing back to making a new opportunity or checking out everyone's volunteering stories. You can edit your opportunity, all the content's there. Here's the results page for that search for the cause. And then this would show the information for a specific opportunity. Very similar with success stories, I have an index showing all the stories that everyone's created. Also showing a link to new stories or checking out the rest of the opportunities. You can narrow down on a specific success story and show you some more information, read the full content of it, that sort of thing. And then I think I showed you all these. So yeah, that is all the views. So let's see this in action. I already started up my shotgun application here. All you would have to do if you were going to use this, you would clone the repository. You would then CD into the file, which is named voluntell-sinatra-app. And then you would type in bundle install, which will give you all of the gems that you would need. and type in shotgun to open a local host. So here we go. This is the home page for Voluntell. You can either sign up here, or if you're already a user, welcome back. So let's say we are brand new. You'd click on sign up here. So let's say I want to call myself test account. test@email.com, and I'll name it test account for the password. I would submit, and that will log me into my account. So this would be the username, welcome test account. It'll flash up that I've successfully created an account. If I'm interested in a specific cause, I can search here. All the opportunities that I've already put out would be here with different users. I've just created different dummy accounts, so my account's here, and then just Jackson Sandy I created names for. It'll show you making a new opportunity or checking out everyone's volunteer opportunities, and always gives you the option to log out. So if I want to look at my account, it would show you, well, it would show you if you had any opportunities. So let's show you what this does by creating some different opportunities and volunteer stories. So I'd create a opportunity. So let's say teaching code to young students. And today is the 14th, so let's go ahead and just say that. I'll say we're going to do this at noon, and that could be any time you want. We're going to get together and teach code. And let's call it programming, I like that word better. Teach programming to young kids. So let's name the cause kids. I'll submit it. It'll take a moment to load. You've created a new opportunity. And here we go. Here's our addition. The name of our event, the date, and then a little sample. And you can click on it. It will show you the details. You can edit. So let's say we want to move it up an hour. I'll say 11 a.m. Click submit. And you've successfully edited your opportunity. Well, let's say this got canceled. We didn't have anyone interested. We can also delete the opportunity. And I'll show you that. You also cannot delete or edit someone else's. So let's say I try to delete. It's not going to let me. You can't delete this opportunity. So it shouldn't allow us to edit or delete anything. It'll just take us back here. So let's say I want to see all the stories. Here's all the stories that I've already entered. And you can kind of open it up, see a little bit more. Let's go back, and let's say we'll make our own story. Title, test, author, account. We are testing this feature. And it says successfully created a story. So there it is right there. You can also delete it. Successfully delete your story, but we can't delete other people's stories. Okay. So I think that will give you a kind of a general idea. Let me log out and show you what I can see from my account here. So my password is coding1. log in. And if I wanted to see my page, this will show me all the things that I've added. So I have one for the Humane Society, one for the Red Cross, and then a story I threw together. I can edit my profile, which will look like that, and then go back to the main opportunities page as well. So let's say I'm really passionate about helping animals. I can also search by cause. So let's say I type in animals, submit, and there it'll list all the different causes that are specific to my interests. So that's just kind of a basic run through of something I'm pretty proud of. It's one of my my new little passions. So I'll show you my logging out. And there we go. Takes you back to the login page. So hopefully that was interesting to you guys. I know I'm really excited about creating it. It's been a fun time of just kind of messing around with this and putting together the basic functionality of a site. So, alright, well thank you so much. Appreciate you watching.